I am Michael's younger sister.
Yay!
Mike and Ariel were always meant to find each other. They were born at the same hospital, grew up within a few miles of one another, and have lots of mutual connections, including their two close friends, Brian and Diana, who are responsible for us all being here tonight. Even when both Ariel and Mike were at different stages in their lives, Brian and Diana knew they were meant to be and waited for the perfect moment to complete the introduction. I know we're all grateful to these two. It was always written in the stars, but they made it happen. Cheers to you guys, and thanks. As you may know, Mike and I are very close. He is supportive, caring, dependable, loyal, and protective. He is my best friend, and the person I call for pretty much anything. And I mean anything. Our daily conversations range from serious to funny to completely pointless, and much more. Topics often include me explaining things like fashion, social media, and technology, and preaching the novel concepts of sitting still and casually working out. In turn, Mike will try to get me to take investing seriously and dumb down every explanation for things like muni bonds and Back to the Future stocks, and of course, diversifying in risk-averse money markets, all of which I appreciate, but have yet to really understand a single thing. However, our relationship has not always been this way. There are many stories that illustrate why Michael was not always the best big brother to me. I was stupid enough to bargain away the ability to ever mention most of them in an epic negotiation a few years ago. Well played, Michael. But that's actually a good thing, because there are far more reasons why Michael is the best big brother, and that's truly the most accurate representation of our relationship. But I'll quickly give you a sense of what I was dealing with growing up as Mike's little sister. It boils down to two words: cruel nicknames. Mike invented several infamous nicknames for me that took various forms over the years. The first, no friends. Yup, the nickname actually started as no friends because, well, he thought I was just such a huge loser that I actually had no friends. It even got worse. It evolved into the word zero, which, yes, also meant zero friends. Zero then transformed into just the letter O, which stood for ocean. Why ocean? Well, he hated seafood, and therefore hated all things that came from the ocean, myself included. He was very courteous with this one, though, and would politely refer to me as Mrs. Ocean, or Mrs. O for short. Well, Michael, I endured this for many years, and it's time for me to finally set the record straight in front of all of these witnesses. We are sitting here at your wedding, overlooking the ocean. You admittedly named fresh seafood as one of your all-time favorite foods, and according to Facebook, I have 914 friends. But back to why you're the best. Like, you set an amazing example of generosity, maturity, loyalty, morality, and the importance of family. Your deep connection with many of our cousins, aunts, and uncles is a true demonstration of your character and the stand-up guy you are. You have the biggest heart and would literally do anything for the people you love. This has made you an incredible friend and brother to me and Ethan. And I know this will make you an amazing husband to Ariel, and that you two will share a rich and meaningful partnership for many, many years to come. Mike and Ariel met in the summer of 2012. As we all know, Mike spares no enthusiasm when he is passionate about something. I recall receiving many early texts, emails, and phone calls saying things like, "I love her. I already love her. She's the one. She's definitely the one. I'm going to marry Ariel." I never doubted a single one of these feelings. But as the older and usually wiser sister, my advice was to enjoy being together. Don't get ahead of yourself and just live in the moment. Yeah, right. This is Mike Ween. Mike actually wanted to propose the day he met Ariel, but had to wait until he could both spell and pronounce her last name. Of course, part of us being so close has been my responsibility to call you out on many of your mistakes, like a good sister should. But Mike, I have to say, that making it official with Ariel is the best decision you'll ever make. Now, this is partly because I can now rest easy, knowing that Ariel will supervise and filter all future decisions to ensure proper judgment is used. And with that, I would like to officially announce my retirement as Mike's life chaperone. I've served in this position proudly for over 30 years, and now pass the torch to Ariel. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Ariel, I wish you the best of luck. Oh, and Jack and Mara, thank you so much for hosting this beautiful retirement party. Spend your lives together is rooted in your compatibility. The two of you share lots of mutual interests and passions, ranging from enjoying live music, exploring new places, indulging in delicious food and drinks, taking in the natural beauty of a sunset, and of course, Instagramming pictures that show all of us just how many bridges are visible from your apartment window. Mike made a great third wheel to meet Ethan, but Ariel, you really complete our motley crew. We look forward to sharing both everyday moments and major milestones ahead. Maybe even one day, we'll leave the comfort of our bubble on the Upper East Side, get rid of 75% of our belongings so we can join you in Brooklyn. We all know how competitive Mike is. His athletic ability is legendary in our family, and gave our Grandpa Al more nakas than anyone has ever had in the history of the Yiddish language. Mike has a way of making things like eating or walking into a competitive sport, and is willing to sit still if and only if he has money on the line for some random sporting event he can track on his phone. Well, Mike, your new wife is surely a winner, and I know all of our grandparents, aunts, and uncles who are not physically here are smiling at yet another Mike Ween victory. Ow!
Amen. Amen.
Today is really a huge victory for all the Weens. Our coolness factor has exponentially increased with Ariel joining our namesake. Growing up with brothers, I relied on marriage to inherit sisters, and I could not be happier to have you not only as a sister, but a close friend. You fit perfectly into our brand of crazy, and we welcome you with full hearts and open arms. And I know Jack thinks this son is God's work, but truthfully, the second you made it official as a Ween, look what happened. Loving, and fantastically entertaining family who I've really enjoyed getting to know. Now, at first glance, there may appear to be just a few differences between the two families. such as the size of our fathers, or our mother's perspective on both eating and wearing animals. But in reality, the solos have taught us memes a lot. They are the reason we are all here in this beautiful setting. I fell in love with the vineyard the second I arrived. I know we're all thankful you shared this little piece of paradise. Additionally, the solos have taught us about a new time zone. It's called SST, Solo Standard Time. It basically means everything starts 30 to 45 minutes late than you thought. And since the wedding is not supposed to run on SST, I'll wrap this up by asking everyone to raise a glass to my favorite big brother and new sister. I love you both so, so much. The best is yet to come.
Yeah, Becca. Wow. Wow.
Wasn't that good, people? Cool, calm down.
Josh.